Good afternoon. A couple of weeks back, we interviewed a couple who seemed to be, finally, wrenching themselves from the quagmire that unrivaled luxury can bring. They're back. And we're very glad, or as an obnoxious modern-day presenter might say, super excited to have them. Meghan, Harry, it's great to be back. Thanks for having us. So warm and friendly here.
Great to be back.
Hit a nerve, get him emotional, get him connected to his inner woman.
You know, that's not only sexist, Harry. That's also trans denialism.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry, yeah. I mean, get him connected to his inner trans man.
Yeah, I think that's more suitable. You really should be working on using inclusive language, Harry.
Well, I do try, Meghan, but, it's all gobbledygook at times. But anyway, yeah, I would try and get him, connected inside with his inner trans man. And it's funny, because inside his inner trans man, there's an inner trans woman inside that.
Right, so inside Putin, he has an inner trans man, and inside his inner trans man, he has an inner trans woman. Yeah, well, he's like a Russian doll. Looks like your wife's at the door.
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh no, she's looking for me. God, if I'm found here, there'll be hell to pay. God. In fact, can I hide behind the bar?
I would if I were you.
Did you see the football game last night?
No.
Oh, bloody great help that is, thank you. Thanks for bloody...
Boris, have you seen Harry?
Oh, hello there, Meghan. How are you? God, I have to remember hands, face, space. Otherwise, I'll be over there giving you a Matt Hancock as we speak.
Can I get you a drink, love?
For Christ's sake, don't keep her here.
It's my job. No, thank you. Boris, I haven't really got any time for your smutty rubbish. I'm just saying, if you see Harry, tell him to come back to the unveiling, please.
Oh, I thought you weren't going.
I am, but I didn't want the publicity.
Oh, of course, of course.
He knows where we are, okay?
The coast is clear.
Oh, I'm glad I did an extra Pilates session this week.
Okay, but just back to Mr. Markle for a second. How does failing to invite him to your wedding, ostracizing him and keeping him away from his grandchild, square with your endless preaching about compassion, forgiveness, understanding?
Yeah, well, he started it. He was the one getting measured for a suit and telling the paparazzi so they could get photo shots of him doing it, getting measured up for the suit, for the wedding. We didn't even invite him to. He asked for this. He was nasty to my Meghan. He upset my Meghan. She's amazing. Upsetting Meghan's the most unamazing thing you can possibly do in your whole life. No, I've got a bit passionate there, actually. Can we go again?
No, we can't really do that, Harry. I mean, we did agree one take. We want to show the people at home the real Harry and Meghan.
Oh no, but it makes me look stupid.
I don't think you really need to worry about that anymore, Harry. Some ships have sailed and all that.
Don't listen to any of them. I thought your performance on Ellen was amazing. We got to see the real you.
Just so hurt, I mean, I can't believe some people took issue with it. I even heard the word cringeworthy the other day. That's 2 words.
You shouldn't be looking at what people say, especially the negative things. They're like kryptonite to your powers.
I know, but once you suggested it, I couldn't do it, because I'm not going to be told what to do by a man.
Oh, well, sure.
Do you think it's time to give up your royal titles?
No way. Our work is important, Fixing mental health around the world doesn't just happen on its own, No, you've got to calm down, Harry. You're getting a bit emotional again. Look, all I'm trying to say is that we know what we're doing, and it's quite an art, And I don't want to be known as the artist formerly known as Prince.
Boris, it's not inevitable, because I love, whatever that means, Harry. And you're awful at this job because you haven't got any experience, any real-life experience.
Oh, my God, I've had enough of this, custom or not. Coming from you, a talentless troublemaker who slithered into the mind of a demented ginger royal. laying eggs of serpent hatchlings in the malnourished mediocrity of his brain. Also, she can promote herself grotesquely. And despite not having a mere modicum of insight or skill or wisdom or anything useful, you have successfully destroyed lives as well as perpetually toxified relationships with those working for you, which is a clear indicator of moral worthlessness and a maggot-infested idealization of personal fame.
Then I don't feel as confident and as comfortable preaching to people who never ask my advice. And I'm pretty sure that's going to affect the whole world in the long run. Can we continue with the interview?
Just a sec. Oh yeah, they hit the spot. They hit the sweet spot.
Can I help you, love? Right, yeah. Your staff member, Boris, has, he said some awful, awful things, and he needs to be disciplined, He should not be able to get away with that.
Such as?
Well, for example, he called me a talentless troublemaker who slithered her way into the demented mind of a ginger royal.
Don't worry, I'll have a word.
Told you. Barman to fix it. Yeah, well, something had to be done. I mean, there's got to be consequences for that kind of behavior. Hey, great news. Barman's just promoted me to bar supervisor. I think what Harry's trying to say is that passively enacted microaggressions, coupled with online social media abuse, feels like you're being attacked with a gun. And, surely, if you're being attacked with a gun, right, that's a hate crime. But once again, the threadbare analogy of the gun is symptomatic of the overall trend towards victimhood and the expectation that the world should adapt to us rather than we adapt to it. The cornerstone of good mental health, which in itself has been a direct cause of mental health disease. An individual's personal dislike about something can be dealt with, brushed aside, and with it, 99% of the hate existent in the dusty texts of wokological wisdom. White men wag finger at finger-wagging wokesters. Finger-wagging stops. Is that a haiku? Yeah, we've got this new habit of summing things up in haiku. It's a more spiritual way to communicate. A spirit disrobed by gentle Japanese verse. Shivering naked. Yeah, which completely invalidates the idea, the suggestion that I should learn from my mistakes, because on closer reflection, I find out I haven't made any. None at all.
It's almost incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, so what I'm looking for from you is maybe just like a complete airbrush of, my history, any negative history I've got, or negative facts and things that actually happened, but just get rid of them. Anything that's damaging to my, the current appraisal of me. Anything that's, at the moment damaging my good name.
You don't know me very well, do you, Miss?
Well, it would normally be Mrs. Markle, but I think we know each other well enough now to call me, Meghan. Hi.
Okay, Rachel. You don't know me very well, do you? Because even if I could disinfect your past, I wouldn't do so.
Well, what if I made it worth your while?
No, don't speak. There's nothing I want from you. There's nothing you can offer me. One of the main advantages of living a life of shadowy ethics like I do is that I never need to be corrupted by low-caliber individuals such as yourself. I believe in second chances. I believe in forgiveness. I also believe in pride and honor. If you've made no mistakes, if you're happy with your actions, then
Embrace them. Embrace your history. Own it.
Yeah, but they make me look bad.
What did I just say about speaking? And who does it make you look bad to? To hell with them. If you're happy with your actions, then be proud. In the words of a Tywin Lannister, the lion does not concern himself with the opinions of the sheep.
Oh, yeah, agreed. I mean, I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less about my family, let alone critics. But what I'm saying is, I've been introspecting a lot recently, done a lot of introspectification, and I'm starting to think maybe it's just holding me back a little.
Oh, then you have another option.
Yeah.
Realize your mistakes and correct your behavior. Denounce actions you feel shame from. Assume a more modest stance in terms of your weaknesses. Earn forgiveness and improve for the future.
You must be joking. We have a question here sent in from Belinda Melinda, who's having no luck on Tinder. She asks you, Meghan, why you thought it acceptable to wear blood-soaked earrings sent to you as a wedding gift from Saudi Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Oh, well, I think we're discovering why she's having no luck on Tinder. Belinda, get your facts straight. Oh, I believe that they are the correct facts, Harry. Are they not? Quite possibly. Look, I received a nice pair of diamond chandelier earrings from some guy in the Middle East, No biggie. Come on. Is my Meghan really supposed to keep tabs on every single piece of priceless jewellery she's been sent by dictators? Yeah, exactly. I didn't know really much about him, but hey, they were gorgeous. I mean, absolutely gorgeous, and yeah, I accepted them. I mean, who wouldn't? Those with integrity. Exactly. And how many people have got that? None. None that I know. Is it not a little embarrassing for you, Meghan? Perhaps more than just embarrassing, considering the Saudi prince is linked to the murder of Jamal Khashoggi at the Saudi consulate in Istanbul. Yeah, okay, that wasn't good, but I've never worn them since then. Well, even without the political murders and dismemberings, Meghan, he does seem an unlikely bedfellow, considering his active endorsement of the Saudi Arabian regime, whilst you harp on about equity, social justice, and indeed the plight of women in Saudi Arabia. Look, my Meghan has got to look her best, okay? And just because bin Sally What's-His-Face has got a little bit of blood on his hands, allegedly. Allegedly. No. Look, we can't hold the jewellery responsible for the actions of its purchaser. It's not fair on the diamonds. Nor is it fair on my Meghan. You claim that you didn't know much about the Saudi prince, Meghan, although it seems odd that the media were originally told that the earrings were borrowed, almost as though you were trying to hide the fact of where they were from. Look, has she tried updating her profile pictures? Excuse me? Her profile pictures. I mean, if she's not having any success, then perhaps it's because she hasn't got very appealing profile pictures. Yeah, I make sure she's got at least one photo with some friends. Otherwise, people might think she's like, a loner, right? Sorry, I'm not following you. Melinda. She's having trouble on Tinder. Oh, right. Sorry, yes. Yeah, well, tell her to keep trying, She'll find the right person in the end. We did, didn't we, Meghan?